Hello, my wonderful friends. This is your same friend, the classical scientist. I hope we had a wonderful day. I welcome you to the third episode of Hymnspiration Ghana with the classical scientist. Chants and hymns grow our faith, touch our hearts, and bring believers together. This evening, we'll be reflecting on the words of Psalm 3 and the hymn, Who is on the Lord's Side? Let's listen to the amazing chant of Psalm 3. This beautiful chant we have just heard reminds us that even when many problems rise against us, God is still with us. David was surrounded by enemies, but he did not panic. Instead, he prayed to God and trusted Him. The psalm teaches us that God is our shield. He protects us, lifts our heads, and gives us courage when we feel afraid or ashamed. When we call on God, He hears us and answers us. Psalm 3 also shows us that we can sleep in peace because God watches over us. Even when danger is near, we do not need to fear. God gives us safety, strength, and victory. Amen. The hymn, Who is on the Lord's Side, was authored by Francis Ridley Alverga in 1877. This hymn asks a clear question: Who is on the Lord's side? It invites us to choose God and be ready to serve Him. It reminds us that following Jesus means living sinful ways and helping others know Him. The hymn also tells us that Jesus paid for us with His own life, not with money or riches. Because of His life and grace, we are made free and willing to serve Him. Even when life is hard and the enemy is strong, the hymn gives us courage. Jesus is our King, and His army cannot fail. As God's people, we are called to be faithful, brave, and loyal every day. Now, let's listen to this amazing hymn set to the tune Rapture. Listen and bless. This brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you are blessed. Be sure to join me again next week Thursday at the same time for episode. I remain your friend, the Claf Panentist. God bless you.